We're at war, don't you know? Today, on Let the Church Be the Church. Last week on Let the Church Be the Church, we began a journey toward true freedom in Christ. And yes, I get it. Christ has set us free in many amazing ways already. But still, many believers live in bondage. Bondage to sin, bondage to lies, bondage to guilt, their past, and more. And we're on a mission to define the path to freedom, because only when we're free can we truly be all that God has made us to be in Christ. To this end, we have to realize that there is good and evil. And just look at our world. It shouldn't be hard to believe, right? And these forces are at war. Yes, my friends, we are at war. The war engulfs every human being, every day of their lives, from birth until death, and many are completely oblivious to it. It began when God created the first humans and placed them in the garden, and it will not cease until the end of time. It's an unseen war, fought in a very different realm, yet it fills the earth. No one is immune. Though the enemy is invisible, he is powerful and very effective at his tradecraft. In fact, he's so good that millions believe that he and his powerful army don't exist at all. And guess what? That's exactly how our enemy wants us, right? How much will you and I participate in a war or fight against an enemy that we're completely unmindful of? Exactly. Not at all. And will be beaten thoroughly. As a case in point, I texted a couple of friends who've seen a lot of combat in their days, and I asked them this question. I said, if you were preparing to assault an enemy, what would be the best possible condition you could find them in when you get there? First answer I got was asleep and complacent. That was from a Spec Ops Green Beret instructor. The other response was similar. He said, we try to hit them before sunrise when they'd be most sleepy. Even better if they just finished a long march or something. In our Marine Corps or Merc world, our saying is complacency kills. Asleep, complacent. Do you see a dangerous pattern here like I do? Friends, we stand no chance of winning a war that we don't know that we're in. We've got to pull our heads out of our cell phone apps and wake up. The war is very real, and whether you believe it or not, you're in a battle. It's not optional. Now, we can choose whether or not we tune into this fact, but I guarantee you in this case, ignorance is not bliss. Corrie ten Boom said, the first step on the way to victory is to recognize the enemy. And so that's just what we're going to do. Over the next few weeks, we're going to define the teams, right? Have you ever gotten picked for a basketball or football or soccer team and you're like, hey, what are the teams, guys? Yeah. We're going to see who the good guys are. We're going to see who the bad guys are. And then we'll press on from there until we know our enemy, we know his tactics, and we know our path to freedom and victory to help us all be the church that God has in mind. We want to let the church be the church.
If this video was helpful to you, please give it a like and share it. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one.